What's up, Dragon Brood? So, yeah, we all know where Standard is at the moment. If you don't, I'll put a link up over there. You can see in my video where I think as I posted on Twitter, it's not all sunshine and rainbows today. That being said, we still need to put some videos out. We still need to play some decks. So I'm just gonna try to make myself feel good and play some Gruul Aggro today. I have no clue if we're gonna win anything or not, if we're gonna be able to battle with Omnath well or not, but you know what? We're just gonna try just because. Not even gonna worry about hitting Mythic this season, at least at this point, but we'll see. Anyway, if you haven't, before we get started, please take a second to hit that like button to help us get in front of more people and be seen, because I could use the views right now. And remember to hit the subscribe button. I want you to hit the like button, but also the subscribe button, so I know that you appreciate what I'm doing through these very trying times. And then hit that notification bell, because that's for you to get notified every time I have a video up. But let's go ahead and take a look at the version of Gruul Aggro we're going to play today. Alright, so I'm going a little bit of a different route. I know a bunch of people have been playing the Spike-Filled Hazard, and I have as well, but I decided I'm just going to play Shock, just straight up. Part of my logic here is that I can kill more things if the opponent's block with like a 4 toughness thing and I'm attacking with the 2 power thing. I can continue to keep attacking and not have to worry about it, which this does in some ways put Omnath at more risk if they try to block something with only 2 power, so I don't hate that. It does also give us the opportunity to do a lot of the same things that Spike-Filled Hazard does, but with a little more oomph. Now, it doesn't play as a land, which is going to be a small issue, but I think we have enough mana sources anyway. I'm going to try playing a couple of copies of the Lotus Cobra. Not sure how it's really going to play out, but there are going to be times that maybe we can play a Cobra, then skip up to a turn 3 Questing Beast or a turn 3 Leyline Tyrant or something like that, and just see if it works. Playing a couple Nessian Horn Beetles. I kind of want to play really here the Kargan Intimidator, but the problem is I think you're still going to have too many people playing stuff like the Spike-Filled Hazard, and that's just going to kill the Intimidator, but it doesn't kill the Horn Beetle, so we'll see if that makes a difference or not. Playing a couple of Ram Throughs just to kind of give us a little extra stretch on the removal. Playing Bone Crusher Giants for obvious reasons. 3 Garrett Harbingers. Probably should be a 4th one, but didn't really know where to squeeze it in. Playing 4 Kazandu Mammoths, again because these double as lands. Also something that's interesting is if you have a Cobra, you still kind of get your land drop for the turn if you play this land side up. So just something to think about there. Leyline Tyrants that we mentioned before. I wanted to have some flyer in the deck because one of the things you can do against the Omnath decks is you can come over the top. The only thing they really seem to have are Terror of the Peaks, if their version still plays that. And they're playing a lot of the Felidar Retreat, which actually creates cats, which come up the ground. So if you're coming over the top and attacking, it still gives you a way to finish. Playing a couple of Gem Razors, again, just if we want to be able to kill a Felidar Retreat, or maybe have to kill a Clover, because now we're starting to see the Omnath decks co-opt the Lucky Clover, which is just ridiculous. Speaking of, I don't know if anybody from WotC's watching. If you do have a heart and you decide you want to get rid of Omnath, please get rid of Lucky Clover alongside it, because that's going to be the next big problem. Let's just get rid of both right now and call it good, so everybody can play more cards in Standard. That's really what we want to do. Just play more cards and be able to play against more decks. Anyway, rant over. Questing Beast. Just playing the full 4, just trying to do what we can, and playing a full set of Ember Cleaves just to come over the top and try to race the Omnath decks. The rest of the way, we've got some Turn Timber Symbiosis, really just masquerading as lands. Some Primal Mites, just so we can have the maximum removal on the deck. A couple of Shatter Skull Smashings. Mountains, Forests, a full set of Pathways, 1 Temple of Abandon, and some Fabled Passages. So, I mean, looking at it, we do have 4 Shocks, 2 Ram Throughs, so that's 6, 4 Bone Crusher Giants, so that's 10, and 3 Primal Mites, so that's 13 ways to remove stuff. We can at least kill early Cobras consistently. We may have to work to get creative to kill off Omnaths, but we do have ways between the Primal Mites, the Ram Throughs, or some combination of creatures plus Shocks and or Bone Crusher Giants. So hopefully this strategy works. We'll see. Let's go hop into the arena. Wow, I don't even know what to do with this. I mean, we have plenty of mana, but what are we looking to do? I guess we keep it. I mean, if they do turn 2 Cobra, we can kill a Cobra. Unfortunately, this is the type of hand that if they turn to a Clover, we're going to do almost nothing. Alright. Well, this is a little better, I suppose. I guess we go ahead and just play the Symbiosis here. I don't even know if that's right or not. I mean, because what are we going to do? Just play the Mammoth next turn? I think we have to do this and just leave mana open, unfortunately. Kind of want to do something else, but I think that's the right play. Just so we can Bone Crusher. If we have to take 3 to play our Mammoth next turn, we'll just play it, let it die to a... who knows? Probably an Eliminate. Well, that thing doesn't have Flash, fortunately. So we're playing against Dimir Rogues, it looks like. Which means we're going to have to come up with a way to probably kill... Oh, that's going to come in handy if we can find a second red. This is going to be a little tough because these come in tap. Means we're not going to get Questing Beast next turn unless we draw one off the top. But... Man, if we had another land in hand, I could at least consider just playing the Mammoth down, playing Mammoth instead here, but we really can't. Plus, they already know about the Bone Crusher Giant. If they decide to kill it, they take some damage. All right, actually, we didn't really want either one of those, as funny as it is, so we don't hate that, believe it or not. It's actually okay. The opponent opted not to do anything, so I guess their plan here is just flash some stuff in. Alright, so let's think about this. The opponent plays a 1/3 flyer. We can't really do anything about it with this hand. But, well, you know what? Let's do this. We will at least kill a Thieves Guild Enforcer, I guess, respond with that. Because this still applies pressure. I mean, this is still a real thing. Only downside is, whatever we play next is likely going to get countered. At least on our actual turn. Which is kind of unfortunate. Oh, they're just straight up playing a Brazen Bar. Instinct says to kill the Brazen Bar, but Brazen Bar doesn't block anything, so I'd rather kill this. Though, I will admit, killing Brazen Bar means the opponent doesn't have a flyer, so if they have whatever, the counter where you pay 4 if they have a flyer, it has less effectiveness here. But we are trading 4 for 3, and we're already ahead in the life race here, so we'll see. Though, I guess it doesn't matter, because if they have Zera's Sand, they're going to play it here anyway and take our Questing Beast, so we're just dead. It's probably what's about to happen. Because I'm the opponent, that's what I would do. Yeah, attack, pick up Brazen Bar, and then just... Oh, they don't have it. Okay. Guess that's why they hesitated. Because I totally would have done that. I wouldn't even have thought about it. I mean... I was going to say, are we killing it or what, opponent? Alright, so you get to counter this. Which I guess I only have 2 things in the yard, so maybe they don't have a hard counter. Because normally they're just playing the, you know, pay more mana one, or they have... Yeah, exactly. Like, those are your choices. Now there's 3 things in the graveyard, though, so something like the Drown in the Lock does matter here. All right, what are we doing, opponent? I mean, you might as well attack. You're not blocking. I'm not blocking you, so. That's cute. Don't know if it does anything, but it's interesting. All right, try to get in for 4. Is the opponent still not doing anything? Oh, this might be the point where they tried to kill it. All right, well, they might have just been sitting on Drown in the Locks anyway. Unfortunately, now that is a 4th card in the graveyard. So I have to decide if they have a 2nd Drown in the Lock or if we want to try to play these other options. Okay, well, we got to try. Oh, though, you know what? I forgot about the Jawari dismissal or what that thing is. Oh, man. Okay. Well, we actually don't hate losing that, believe it or not. And the opponent being down to 2 cards. It's actually pretty good. And we got rid of 2 Drown in the Locks, 1 in the Lofty Denial. Alright. Race is on. We're going to go to 8. Opponent will go to 6 on their turn. They're down to 1 card. Oh, and we found a Primal Might, y'all. Oh, man. Well, honestly, I feel like I should attack first. Just if for some reason, I don't know, there's a random unsummon type card or some such. We at least got our damage in for the turn. Alright. What are we doing, opponent? They're thinking hard about these 2 cards. I mean, they could have the Agadeem's whatever, right? And get 2 creatures back? Because they could get... Oh, it doesn't really do much. You can get like a Thieves Guild Enforcer and that's it. Yeah, that's not the most exciting thing for them. Man, we did not draw any red sources this whole game. I even have Shatter Skull Smashings and stuff in here. Alright, well. We lose our Questing Beast, that's fair. I mean, we couldn't do anything about it. We weren't going to not attack with the Questing Beast, so... Alright. I mean, now if they get creatures back, we're just wrecked. Well, they still don't have anything that costs 2. They just have 1s and they have 3. Oh, there you go. Now they, for 3 mana, they can do it. So that becomes a real problem. Because even if we drew a Bone Crusher Giant, the best we can do is kill 1 of them and then go to 5. And maybe play the Bone Crusher next turn. Yeah, they had the Awakening. That's what I was worried about. Yeah, that doesn't do anything. We're dead. Oh, I don't even know if this does anything, but I'm going to keep it. Just because. I mean, the Cobra is going to be kind of pointless. We really need to draw mana for the Cobra to do anything. But we could play the Cobra almost as a red herring and give us a little bit of leeway for our Horn Beetle, but we'll see. Ultimately, we're going to need red mana, is what we're going to need. Cobra can kind of pretend to get us halfway there. Though we have an opponent that just sort of sitting here, doing nothing, waiting to make a decision. I have no idea what's happening. Dun, 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 dun. Well, opponent? Alright, I guess we'll just hang tight. Ah, here we go. Looks like the opponent's live after all. Or maybe they're not. That was where it gave me priority to do stuff. I mean, the opponent, this hand's not even good. You should be prepared to crush us. Hey, white mana. Maybe it's a warrior deck of some kind? I don't know. That'd be nice. Play against something different. Well, there's a red mana. I mean, might as well do that. I can't see how we're not going to play that as red at some point. I mean, I guess if they don't kill Cobra, we just straight up play a Gem Razor. Aspirant? Sure. Never mind. We're probably just going to shoot an Aspirant, I think is the more prudent plan here. Oh, darn it. Why? Why did we draw a Questing Beast here? Because this is the time we want to play a Questing Beast, and I can't justify doing so. Because I truly don't know the type of deck the opponent's playing here. I mean, sure. It could be red, doesn't matter. I mean, we could play Gem Razor onto a Cobra, but I don't think we really want to do that either. Alright, hopefully we'll draw a land off the top. Then we can attack with at least Questing Beast and a 3/3 Horned Beetle, and that'd be a lot better. Then whatever land we get allows us to Embercleave, which would be super awesome. That does none of those things. However, we can still play this on this, which lets us kill the Serpent, grow the Horned Beetle, and then attack for 7. So that wasn't the worst scenario we could have come up with. I actually realized we can't actually Embercleave because we get the mana before the attack step. Okay, what are we trying to do here? I mean, we could... we have plenty of everything, I guess. Yeah, we'll keep... I'm gonna sadly take 3 here. Mostly because I want to be able to have the option of what to do with this pathway. For instance... Only because it could have been like mono red or something, but looks like the opponent's more likely playing Omnath type stuff, so if there's a Cobra here, at least we get to kill it. And there is not a Cobra. So we're going to go with one of the other options here. And, with 3 mana, what could they play in the way? They could play a Cobra, then another Cobra? But we could kill those. If we play... You know what? Here, this actually just lets us get more cards. This is going to be harder for them to deal with, I'd imagine. And it's still 3 toughness, so, you know. Alright, so they're going to cultivate. They're just going to cast their cards the hard way here. Assuming one of those things is going to be a Plains, so they can take advantage of an Omnath, which would make a lot of sense. Alright, so we're probably going to spend the next turn... Ooh. No, I still don't think that's what we want to do. Almost talked myself into it, but... I went ahead and played the Leyline Tyrant because whatever card I get here isn't going to change my opinion on what to do. I mean, being over, come over the top. Actually, oh, I guess this means they don't have one. Is it going to be Escape to the Wilds or something? Yep. All right, well, we got 8. Could we get an Embercleave just for funsies? That would be great. You look nothing like an Embercleave. That makes me sad. Okay, well, let's get our attacks in at least. I would have loved an Ember Cleave. Okay, this is interesting because I kind of want to take a Bone Crusher Giant here. Because if they don't... Well, I mean, they're going to gain 4 at least from Omnath, right? So they're going to be at 12. Questing Beast is going to get blocked up on the ground, but we have other ground pounders we can play this turn anyway. So I'm actually going to take the Bone Crusher. I know it didn't seem like the most powerful card or the obvious play at this step, but... Oh, no, I meant to play... Oh, I meant to play the Horn Beetle. Because the Horn Beetle would at least be a 3/3. Oh, that's going to come back to haunt me. I drugged the wrong card. Alright, so they're going to gain their 4, go to 12. Yeah, because if this was a 3/3, then if they blocked with the Cobra, they lose the Cobra and we still have a creature. Now they probably block up Omnath. Actually, I don't even know if they do that. Yeah, because even then, you block Omnath, block a Cobra blocks something else. And then they take 4. I mean, maybe we could still get them. We can still get them, I think. It just depends on what they do here. They have 3, 4, 5, 6. They have access to 7 mana, but they can't ultimatum here. They could play another Omnath. Okay, another Escape to the Wilds. You can play another land. Deal damage to us, I guess. But that doesn't change the outcome here. Man, if we lose because the opponent can make safe blocks here, that's going to suck so much for us by not being able to do an extra point or two. Oh no, are they going to be able to kill our Tyrant? Oh no. Oh, they had a Thundering Rebuke. Dang it. That sucks. No actions to take, unfortunately. Yep, this is why Omnath's bad, y'all. This is why Omnath is the problem and not Uro. Yeah, another reason that was the Horn Beetle. But yeah, Uro is not the issue here, folks. Alright, can we still get a win here? So we can turn this into a 5/5. I can pick off Omnath. We can shoot a Cobra. We get in for 9. Oh, we're going to be 1 short. Oh, man. Wait. That's not true. Because we have another shock. Right? So... I mean, I'll just take the 3. I don't really care. Just to save time. Alright, so this becomes a 5/5. We're going to tap green. Ram through. No, we're still going to be 1 short. And these don't have trample. Man, if we'd have had the Horn Beetle, if we lose now, it's my own fault. Oh no, what are we getting mana for here? I mean, maybe I should have just killed the Cobra in response. So, yeah, that's a bad move. I'm just playing sloppy right now. Oh, yeah, Omnath, they just gain the life. That's what they're doing it for. That makes sense. Yeah, but see, this is what I'm saying. Like, Omnath already gained 8 life and basically turned this whole situation around, right? Like, that's pretty terrible. I mean, I guess we take this because it's technically a land for next turn. But I mean, they can just ultimatum now, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. Well, there's an Omnath. Another fetch land. Oh, they're going to go to at least 11. And they got a Fire Prophecy in hand, so they know they can just kill off the Mammoth if they want to. Yeah, it's situations like this why Embercleave has to be legal, y'all. Like, I know some people want to put Embercleave on list, but like, I'm pretty sure Embercleave is the only card that gets us out of this right now. Yep. Yep. And then they're going to be able to ultimatum off of this. So they get some 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They can ignore the white that they don't need. I mean, yeah, at this point, even if I would have had the Horned Beetle, it wouldn't have mattered. We would have still lost. Man, they got another Omnath. That's like the best thing, I guess, that could have happened. If there is a best thing here. And they've already played a land and fetched for the turn, so we have at least that much covered. Though they do still have access to more mana from the second Omnath. And they can ultimatum a second time. Oh, they're a red short, actually. They may not be able to. Alright, there's a retreat. There's a Dryad, so now they can play an extra land. And make a ground pounder. Still have access to 3 mana. 4 mana. Oh, look at that. Found a 5th. Yep. GG's. Alright, we'll keep it. Let's see what we can do with this. I mean, we're going to get a Cobra that likely doesn't live, but not much we can do about it. You had to set it to red now so we can try to play a Leyline Tyrant next turn. I mean, I guess if the Cobra lived, it didn't matter. We could have got red and then tapped for red. Would have been fine. Alright, so that's an interesting turn. Well, now I'm kind of wondering, do we just go with the Mammoth? Because the Mammoth would be a 3? Problem is, this is our only way to get the Tyrant into play. If we had another red source, I probably would have went with the Mammoth here. But I'm just looking at it, realizing like that's the only way we're going to get it into play with the way our hand looks currently. Alright, there's a Cultivate, which means we're going to be dealing with some rough stuff next turn. I mean, we almost really need to get a red land off the top. That's not going to do anything for us. We get 4 mana, but I mean, unless we just want to play this straight up as a 4/4, it doesn't really do a whole lot. Well, no matter what, we're going to attack, so let's get the attack in. I'm just going to... I mean, part of me kind of wants to just do this and just say, like, let's get it into play, have a 4/4. You know, I think that's probably correct. And then hopefully we get a red land so we can Embercleave. I mean, because here they could play Omnath. Oh, Migration Path. So are they just ramping to like Ugin? Man, that is the one Temple of Abandon in the deck. Wow. That is just the worst possible situation. Well, I guess we attack for 10. Alright, hope that's enough. If they have Ugin, we can at least shoot them for the win. That's the best we can do, really, here. I mean, I don't know what else to do. We'll just attack. I mean, our mana doesn't go away. Oh, actually, I guess it doesn't matter. Well, if this guy dies, right? It's not when he's exiled. Yeah, so that doesn't even help us. Dang it. I mean, we'll see what happens. All right, there's an ultimatum. How bad is it going to be? Ugh. That's what we're afraid of. This is my point, though. Like, pay attention to this game. Like, opponent did not cast a Cobra. They didn't cast an Uro. They literally just ramp, ultimatum. Gargaroth, okay. Okay, if they block with Gargaroth, they're going to gain 3. They're going to gain 4 from Omnath. So they're at 13. We can do 10 through the air. 11, 12. Maybe we can get away with this. Wait, what happened? Oh, what? Okay, why did it not let me tap? Oh, don't lose red mana. Okay, so it did let me tap. That was weird. It happened so fast. Okay, so we can... get rid of Omnath. Let them gain their 4 here. Alright, so they're going to go to 10. We can shoot the opponent to 8. Then attack with everything. Then whatever doesn't get blocked, we Embercleave up. Because they're going to go to 11. Yep. Man, that takes so much work. Ugh. Absolute easy mulligan. This is just a gross looking hand. But we're going to keep. Get rid of a Shadow Skull Smashing. Maybe hope to draw a... Man, I don't even know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we draw Garrick's Harbinger. Would that be good enough? I think that makes sense. Put that in tapped. Another Bone Crusher. Okay, well, if they got it, they got it. What are you gonna do? Untap land. Not even. Okay. Alright, robber, sure. We get a Questing Beast. Which, unfortunately, a lot of these decks have started having to play Thundering Rebuke, so this Questing Beast probably doesn't live very long. Though we're also not in the business of blocking a Robber of the Rich here. Feels like such a trap. We can't even afford to block, sadly. I want to, but don't think we can there. This is a little awkward because they attack and they have an Embercleave. We actually just trade with the Anax, which isn't particularly good for us. But it's better than the alternative, I suppose. I mean, if the Questing Beast lives, however, we're pretty much in. Because the Ram through alone is almost going to get it done. Yeah, that's basically it, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, even if they block with everything. Yeah, it's... That's it. Yep. Nothing. Okay. Yeah. All right. All right. So, I mean, Gruul has possibilities. I'm thinking, though, we almost have to just move on from worrying about the, I guess, Spike-Filled Hazard and just go ahead and straight up play the Kargan Intimidator. I don't know if the Horned Beetle is the way to go. However, the problem is here, I think you want to start playing stuff like Kargan Intimidator, the Robber of the Rich. But the problem is if you do that, then you can't play main deck Gym Razors, and you're kind of playing largely empty-handed against the Clover decks. But yeah, I think you just have to take those odds right now. And then just play, when you're playing best of 3, just side into stuff that can deal with it. I think those are your choices. But you have to be able to do the most damage possible. I'd also say it's possible that the Gruul decks don't want to play any tapped lands. So we may just end up playing a couple extra mountains, a couple extra forest, in place of the temple, maybe an extra Shatter Skull Smashing and calling it good. There's just too many times where you need to play a thing on turn 2, on turn 3, on turn 4, and if you already have like the Mammoth coming into play tapped, you can't really afford for lands to come in tapped either. There's just a lot of times where it's just like, man, if I could play a creature or if I could do 2 things on this turn. And I don't think for the most part, really, from what I've seen, that the Cobra really matters. So we'll probably be swapping those out and just doing something completely different. Plus, to be honest, if we're already playing the Cobras, we're taking the risks of the Spike-Filled Hazard, so we might as well just be getting something of more value that's more important to us. As far as the Omnath decks, I think like we saw today, I played some games off camera as well. I'm just keeping the video short today because I'm not in the mood to do a lot of editing, y'all, so I'm apologizing here. But we're seeing not just Omnath, but we're seeing modified versions of Omnath, some that are playing Clover as well. So I really would like to see Omnath and Clover both go, because that's, I think, the next big problem if we get rid of it. But I think I pointed out on the video, I'm kind of piecing pieces together here, but there are several times playing against Omnath decks that they're not casting Cobra, and they didn't have an Uro, and they still did all the big things they wanted to on starting on like turn 4, you know? Even when you've killed Cobra and killed an Omnath, they've still found a way to do stuff on turn 5 or 6 sometimes, you know, playing like Escape to the Wilds. Okay, now they're at like 4, and then they play Omnath, get a land, fetch. Okay, well now that's a thing, they have extra mana. It's like, oh look, now they're going to play Ultimatum. Ultimatum gets a second Omnath. Now that one gets the triggers, so they're gaining extra life. So now they're at 12 life, and they have a dude, and they got a card. It's like, come on. You know, like, I hate being negative Nancy or negative Ned or whatever, but like y'all know, like I'm not telling anything you don't know at this point. But I think there's still things we can play. Unfortunately, you just have to focus really hard against the Omnath decks. And I think the other problem right now is outside of pieces for like rogues, a lot of Zendikar just isn't going to see a lot of action right now. There's not much we can do about it until something else is done about the other deck. Hopefully the pros find something for these upcoming events, or you know, those of us that are going in the lab maybe come out with something good. But right now, I don't think we're at that spot. So back to the drawing board. If you haven't, please remember to hit the like button to help us get in front of more people. Remember to hit the subscribe button just to make me feel good right now, please. And then hit that notification bell so that you get notified every time I have a video up. That's all I have for you for now, but we will be back with more decks tomorrow. We'll see you next time.